did, but if you don't, I'm going to tell you. We shall fight for the things which we have carried nearest in our hearts for democracy, for the rights of those who submit authority to have a voice in their government. President Wilson swore message on April 2nd, 1917. Could you guys imagine, well, the girls, just be thinking that you can't go to school to get an education, and you were just supposed to stay at home and take care of the kids and just stay home and cook, but you can't get an education or vote. You didn't have the rights that the men did, just because back then being a man was more of an empowerment than being a woman. But now, if we look back, the rights we have now are the ones equal to the man. The man, in some ways, I guess they are. Some could say more. They have more power over girls, but at the same time, now our rights are equal. Alice Paul helped in the movement for women's rights, making it possible for women all over the country to have a voice and to vote. Found on Alice Paul Institute online, Alice Paul was the architect of some of the most outstanding achievements on behalf of women in the 20th century. Now, she dedicated her life to securing equal rights for all women. She was born on January 11th, 1885 to Quaker parents. If you think about what she did, proving that women had to have equal rights as the men, she did a lot. Her whole life was basically symbolized a long struggle for justice in the United States. Despite her relative wealth in accordance with the Quaker practice, the Pauls lived very simply. Alice and her siblings likely had domestic and agricultural responsibilities. They learned the values of industry and perseverance, which were two lessons critical for her later success. American women were so averse to parallels with their sisters across the sea that they called themselves suffragists and emphatically rejected this term suffragette. Her militancy in the fight for women's suffrage led her to imprisonment for more than 3 occasions before the ratification of the 19th Amendment in 1920. And in this picture right here are some of the women who were in the suffrage movement with her, and it says, "No self-respecting woman should wish or work for the success of a party that ignores her gender." That was Susan B. Anthony, 1872. And if you think about what she did, she did what most girls our age probably wouldn't do, or most people wouldn't do, because they don't have that determination or that courage to do what she did. She would, with the rest of the ladies that were in her suffrage movement, she would stand outside in severe weather conditions, like during snowstorms and all that, and she didn't give up on what she wanted. She wanted women to have certain rights, and she wasn't going to stop until she got that. In the movie Iron Jawed Angels, it shows what she did and how they were personally attacked, because they were during when President Wilson was president, they would stand outside the White House and they would basically say messages like this, things he said, like when I said on the first, what we shall fight for the things which we have always carried nearest in our hearts for democracy, for the right to those who submit authority to have a voice in their government. While in England, Alice met Emmeline Pankhurst, founder of the British suffrage movement, who advertised taking women's movement to the streets, which is kind of how they would end up with their prison terms, because they would do things and then the cops would come and get them and they would fight because, well, they were fighting for what they thought was right. Found on history.net, Alice made clear that women would never fully obtain the vote for women's rights by meekly asking for it from the state governments, because we all know if we ask for something, we might get it, but if we're not consistent, like, oh, I'm gonna do this, I want it. You have to be consistent on what you want. She was the head of the suffrage parade in Washington, D.C. on March 3rd, 1913. In 1913, Alice Paul, Lucy Burns, Crystal Eastman, and others organized the Congressional Union, later known as the National Women's Party. The group's goal was ratification of a suffrage amendment to the United States Constitution. Until the late 1910s, NAWSA mainly worked on the state level, urging each state to pass legislation permitting women to vote. Paul took a law degree from the Washington College of Law in 1922 and a master's and doctor's degree from the American University in 1927 and 1928. She also continued her activities on behalf of equal rights for women. She drafted and had it introduced into Congress in 1923, the first Equal Rights Amendment to the Constitution. When it failed to pass, Paul turned her attention to an international forum, concentrating with considerable success during the 1920s and 30s on obtaining support for her crusade from the League of Nations. And for those of you who don't know, the first state to actually pass and allow women to vote was Wyoming. And to conclude, I believe Alice Paul was the most influential person of the 20th century, because if it wasn't for her, half of us, well, the ladies, wouldn't be in here, and it would only be the men, and our voice wouldn't be heard, and America would not, I guess you could say, be a step further in